Great day, everybody, and welcome in for another edition of Moments of Inspiration. I am Reverend Marrian Efua, and this is our time for meditation. Today is a beautiful day, and as you know, I'm on location, so our services are not in our offices today, but you can still go by at 11 a.m. and participate in services in surprise. But today I wanted to come forward and share with you our meditation. Our theme of the month is a beautiful theme for the month of December. And our theme this month is just simply for us to dive into the renewal, the reflections, and the light of this season. So, our theme this month is simply illuminating the path of renewal, reflection, and divine light. So I invite you as we are going into our meditation today. This week, we're going to be focusing on the ideal of renewal, reminding ourselves that as the season is changing and we're going into our winter seasons, even if you're in a warm climate, we're going into our winter season, a time when we are beginning to allow what we want to begin to plant and grow and rest in this season, resting to be renewed in our spirits, resting to be renewed in our mind, resting to allow ourselves to be covered in the wholeness that is the presence of God. And when we do that, we will allow ourselves to see the illuminated path that is before us, the path that reminds us that we are not separate, that we are connected, that we are aligned. And when we take a little bit of a curve and we find ourselves feeling uncertain, we can remember to turn back to the illuminated path and begin to experience the renewal of letting go of all the past. That means all the things that happened this year and previous years, any burdens that you have picked up as your own, any cadences that you believe are not yours, and remember to become renewed by welcoming the spiritual refreshment that only the divine presence can give you. So when we take on this identity that the presence is always ready to renew us, it's a refreshing. We know that the presence of God is always within us in our breath. And when it's in our breath, we begin to honor more of this renewal, of this refreshing. And so when we go into our meditation today, I invite you to remind yourself as you're taking in your inhalation, to begin to remember that presence that is God. Begin to remember that our path is illuminated. There is a light unto a lamp that is lighting up our path at our feet, and that we are being guided. And even when we forget to look down at the lighted, illuminated path, we can still progress forward and we can turn back at any time. There's a renewal that is occurring right here, right now in our lives. So meditation is one way in which we experience that spiritual renewal. Meditation is a time in which we can rest and allow ourselves to just rest in that ever possibility, fullness, and wholeness of the presence of God. When we rest, there's no worry. When we rest, there's no fear. When we rest, there's an opportunity for us to enhance more of our greatness, recall who we are, remember our assignments, and activate the awakening of our spirit soul connection so we can impact our current lives. When we are in a state, we can always take and have a renewance through that breath, through that calm, through that quiet. Some of us will close our eyes in order to focus and see and visualize ourselves. And others will simply just have to breathe and let it out with a sound of ah. Either way, it is a renewal. It is a renewal that is given to us innately. There's nothing more that we should worry about. We don't have to complain about it. We don't have to discuss what needs to happen. We only need to enjoy the renewal and know that it's available for us all the time. The renewal is available for us all the time. We don't have to search for it. We just need to remember and then allow it to be. So let's go within right now and begin to turn within to start our meditation on today. I want to remind everyone that Immediately afterwards, there will be an inspired word. I'll bring the word moment of inspiration on today. After that, to illuminate ourselves when we finish our meditation on today. So I invite you right now, wherever you are, if you're in the car, you can still participate. If you're walking, you can definitely participate. Wherever you are right now, just get comfortable where you are. Free your mind of all thoughts, all worries, all fears. Begin to notice what you're noticing in your body. If it's stopping you from relaxing and preparing yourself, just ask it to leave. Tell it that it's no longer needed, it's no longer has a role here today, because we have returned to the renewal energy that is the presence of God, the infinite wisdom, the infinite beauty, the infinite love and wisdom. Absolutely, positively, so it is. So now we just take in and begin with our breath. Now that you're sitting upright, let's sit up and let's take our breath in and blow it out. Inhale again and blow it out. And let's begin to settle our minds into the reality that this is a spiritual renewal. With every inhalation and exhalation, we are renewed. Renewed in our minds, renewed in our hearts, renewed in our bodies, and on cellular level, we are renewed with each breath, with each thought that we recognize the presence of God, with each position that we have chosen to take. We can begin to honor more of that presence. So let's just allow ourselves to rest in that and trust that this moment of renewal is something that we have been seeking and wanting. That we are choosing to embrace more of our health. It is renewed. More of our peace. It is renewed. More of our love. It is renewed. More of our wholeness. It is renewed. So just remember the breath and trust. Delve into the silence of the truth that only you can find. And that can be experienced. See yourself being renewed, as if a cloud is coming upon you and showering down the blessings, the showering down to wash away all of your worries and fears of the week, the anxiety that's attempting to creep up into your life this week, to forget that you are the power and the presence of God. to restore yourself into the wholeness. Whatever needs to be washed away is being washed away by the heavenly clouds that are covering us in their beauty and lightness. And allowing yourself just to feel that the presence is real. To allow God to give you everything that is required. And believing yes.
Bro, she thick as hell. Oh my god. That was an accident.
And enjoy the power and breathing through. I think we went out. Continuing to breathe and allow yourself to flourish.
Whoa, he said it. Wait.
Keep going. If you get off task, just taking a new breath, a new renewance. To honor more, to see more of the presence in its renewal.
Whoa.
And we can come back knowing that the renewal that we have experienced, the strength that we have experienced, the love that we were seeking and thinking was depleted has returned. The healing that we have desired has returned. The truth that we needed to accept has returned. The honor, the grace, and the benevolence has returned. So we thank you for being here, reminding that we're going to come right back at 9:30 today, Arizona time, to hold our weekly services. Please set your times and clocks and come back and join us.